Greetings family, you're live on Revolutionary Cam. This is Bomani Tayimba. I'm here with my elder sister Imakus, and we're here at the wonderful One Africa Resort. Yes, we're in Ghana, West Africa, and today is beautiful
November the 8th,
November 8th,
2014.
and it's a beautiful Saturday, and we're on our way to our dungeon tour. Now, before I get further into anything else, the main thing that we've seen every time we look on the news is an issue about Ebola, to the point where half of our group disappeared, and many other people who had groups just didn't come, and it has cost a lot of us a lot, and it also has taken away from the experience and the reconnection that was set up for our people. And also it has affected a lot of other people in many ways, but I'm gonna talk to someone who's definitely qualified more than anyone else I know to talk about what's really going on in Ghana, West Africa, and is there really an Ebola issue?
Well, let me say, first giving honor and praise, glory to our African ancestors whose shoulders we stand upon. We are here in Ghana, West Africa, one of 16 countries in West Africa. And I can say emphatically as we speak that Ebola is not in Ghana.
Perfect, and I want you just to talk a lot louder so they can really hear you.
Okay.
And we'll just make it as loud as possible.
As loud as we can say it, Ebola is not in Ghana. Now, if it came yesterday, we haven't heard it on the news, but right now it is not here. There are 3 countries in West Africa that have Ebola, and Ghana is not one of them. Unfortunately, this whole Ebola, it's not just a scare, it is a scare, but it's real in those countries, Liberia, Sierra Leone, Guinea. It is real, but that doesn't alter the fact that the rest of the countries in West Africa do not have it. But the way that the propaganda has gone out, the way the media covers it, people are scared to death. They're saying like, oh, you can't go to West Africa. But now what are y'all going to do now that they say Ebola is in New York City?
Yeah, New York City,
Atlanta, all these other places. Are you not going to go there? Texas? Are you leaving there to go where? And consequently, we have suffered economically because plane loads of people don't come. We've had one particular tour operator, and I won't call their name, but they've lost over $1 million in revenue because all of those groups that were coming canceled out. We have a project where they have students on ships. The ships turned around. Over 275 people on board. They won't come to Ghana. So we're suffering economically. Just like you said, your group, you had maybe 24 people that were coming. You're down to 14 people. I just had a group that had 12 people coming. When they got here, it was 8 or 9 people that came.
And some people are not so fortunate. Some people have lost their whole groups.
Some people, most of them, have lost their entire groups. So that people are not coming because of the fear. Plus,
and all the work that people have put in.
And the work, the money,
they're not going to get that back. It's like they did work and they're not going to get paid. So it's more than just the groups. It's not showing up and spending. It's also people who have put a lot of work in over decades.
It impacts upon us, okay? Because we have businesses, we still have staff, we have to pay maintenance and all the things to prepare. But nobody is coming. And those that are coming are those who say, no, I understand, I know where Ghana is, and I'm going, okay? The others that see Ghana or see West Africa as all of West Africa's got Ebola and they're not coming here. What I say is do your homework, look at the geography, consider where you're going. I mean, with those people who've come down with Ebola in the United States, some of them never came to Africa. So what do you do? I mean, do we abandon those people? No. And think about this. The numbers of Europeans that have contracted Ebola, whether they were working in Ebola countries or wherever, most of them have been healed. There was medication available to take care of them. They no longer have Ebola. Look at the numbers of Africans who've contracted Ebola that are dying. Thousands. The brother that came to the United States, no medical treatment other than taking him into a hospital was given to him. Where's that medicine that they say that they had to cure these other people? But it's not curing Africans. So we have to look at the other side of that coin. Is it intentional that this is being done?
Absolutely, and
Okay.
these are the we have to think outside the box. And
Sure.
one of the first things that I personally did, I've been traveling to West Africa for a decade. I've been to 5 different countries. Ghana, I've been to for the last 8 straight years. The Gambia, Senegal, and I have friends, a lot of friends up and down the coast, and also I have friends who know a lot of friends in those countries. So when I first did my research and started talking with friends, and they was telling me there are certain issues in certain parts of their country,
Right.
but they're saying that it's absolutely not an outbreak because all of us would be dead.
Exactly.
And they're also saying that around the same issues that where their outbreaks are, the land is very valuable. There's also explained to me there's issues with people not wanting to work for slave labor. It went in so deep as I begin to call more and more people. And
But let me leave you with
Yeah.
this. Look at it this way. Sierra Leone is known for what? It's diamonds.
Yeah, gold and diamonds.
Gold and diamonds. Then you look at Liberia.
Gold and diamonds.
What is it? Gold and diamonds. We're looking at cobalt. You need cobalt for all these computers and stuff. You need it. It's a valuable resource. Why were these 3 countries specifically targeted? Okay.
Absolutely.
The resources coming out of those 3 countries alone could take care of America, Europe. So, like you said, we have to think out of the box. Ghana postures itself as being the gateway to Africa.
Yes.
If you close the gate, then we're going to suffer. Who is going to benefit from that? Not us.
Absolutely.
Okay. We have to look at who's pulling the strings here in Ghana and other parts of Africa.
Then I definitely want to add to that. And when we start just panicking, it's fear, and fear has been used to control people since the beginning of time.
Yes.
And one of the things that we always talk about is that we cannot live our lives in fear. And if our ancestors lived their lives in fear, we'd still be, we'd probably be off the planet.
We wouldn't be here.
So we have to show courage, and we also have to do our research. But some of us have to stand up. We're here in Ghana, and I'm telling you, none of us. I've been into villages, I've been into places, I've been begging people to find somebody to give me Ebola, and I cannot find anyone.
Not here.
Yeah, and I'm absolutely not here. So it's it's one of those situations where where if it's your lifetime dream and you want to come to Africa, don't let this fear situation
Stop you.
We're professionals, and we're not going to put ourselves, yourself, or anyone in danger or put you in a situation where you're gonna get you're gonna lose your life or anything bad. And so you have to look at how we have operated, and between me and Amicus, we have brought so many people to Africa, and we have helped so many people move here and made a lot of connections and did a lot for a lot of people. So respectfully, give us our respect and at least call us and talk with us before you just believe everything that a television set.
Right.
With people that are not in the countries, people who never even been to any of those countries or done any research. So, we say at least give us that respect and communicate with us, and then we can give you all of the details for clarity and make sure that you're fine when you make your journey of a lifetime to the motherland and back.
And not be, like you said, not be afraid. Don't blow your opportunity to return to the land of your ancestors.
And I'm glad I'm glad I never believed in any of those lies, or I would have never made a move.
I never would have been in Africa if I did not come to see for myself.
Right.
They told us that Africa was a terrible place. They were cooking people in pots, all the rest of it. When I got here, I was pissed. I said, they lied.
Paradise.
This is paradise. Okay?
Look
As
where
my
we
brother
are.
would say, God bless him, who's joined the ancestors. Like he said, why would you leave heaven to go back to hell? So come and talk to those who are doing what you are coming to do. It doesn't make sense. Somebody call me from America and tell me, oh God, you have to get out of Ghana because Ebola's there.
People
I
have done
said,
that?
yeah. I said, but Ebola's, and this is family.
Wow.
And I'm like, no, Ebola's not. Oh, CNN said and BBC said that Ebola is in Ghana and you need to get out of there. I said, wait a minute. Do I live here? The people who are reporting from CNN, BBC, and wherever else, do they live here? Ask them, have they ever been here? And they now are the authorities. And y'all are listening to them.
Wow, that's
And
deep.
not listening to us
Experts.
who live here. And people are begging their families, oh my God, please don't go to Africa. Ebola's there. The people, my last group, they were like, Mama Imakas, the people were begging us, Lord have
Wow.
mercy, God, please do not go there. And they said, we're going anyway. We have had our DNA done. We know where we come from and we want to make that connection. The ancestors will keep us safe. Okay. And so they came. They had a wonderful time. We couldn't find anybody over here with Ebola.
Yeah,
So the thing is that keep our eyes open, keep our hearts open. Do not deny yourself the opportunity. For those, as we used to say, whosoever will may come. So you should come. This is your home. This is one of the places that we call home. And because when our groups come, we do not forget our ancestors.
right.
We come to honor our ancestors. We come on a pilgrimage because we're not tourists.
Right.
We're here on a spiritual journey to reconnect.
Yeah, I love that. Reconnect.
It's a reconnection, and we should do that. All right.
And it's very special, and you have
And
done some special ceremonies for a lot of people, and have
Yeah.
fulfilled their lifetime dream.
I'm happy that I've been chosen to do that. You know, it's not like, okay, I decided that's what I'm going to do. No, that I've been chosen to be able to do that. And that's, for me, that's humbling. That's an honor for me to be able to do that.
Yeah, and that's why I don't want people to just miss out on reconnecting to the roots and getting their blessings.
Sure.
And you know, I've known you since 2006, and we have always come to One Africa every year. It's
Every
the
year.
highlight, and it's the best part of the journey, which is reserved to the end. And it's, you know, it has so many wonderful things when we're here for 3 days. And
Yeah,
I want
'cause
people
you
to
remember a couple years ago, your people were like, we're only staying here 2 days.
Yeah,
They pressured the brother.
We might have to add another
Yeah,
day.
we
As a
gotta
matter of fact,
add
I'm thinking of
another day.
adding another day because, you know, it's so relaxing.
But
And
it's a closure. It's not even a closure. It's an opening to the greater things that are available for us if we just open our minds and our hearts and receive. It's there. Okay. It's like anything else. If you don't reach for it, then it's not going to necessarily come to you. But it's here.
absolutely.
So don't let Ebola and all this other propaganda stop you. Do your research and then make your decision.
Perfect,
Don't
exactly.
panic.
And that's what we want you to do. We want you to do your research. We want you to reach out to credible people. The news media is not a
Always
credible
credible.
source,
No, they're
or
not.
and it's not always a credible source. So you have to also do additional research. So, family, on that note, definitely share this information with all your folks. And me
Yeah.
and Imakas is gonna. This is One Africa.
This is One Africa.